Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The problem is identity crisis. Identity crisis is born out of wrong thinking, and wrong thinking can be corrected only by approaching the right person. If we go to confused person, he will confuse us further. Thereafter, once this is settled, what I am at a given period of time, therefore what I am supposed to do, and therefore what I should do. 3 points. So what I should do, the teacher told. First of all, lead your life in an inspired mode. Don't lead your life only because you are unable to die. Somebody committed suicide and his relation came to me. Swamiji, he has committed suicide. Why? I said, because he is courageous. You try to commit suicide, you require courage. So he was inspired and he did it. So life must begin in an inspired mode every day. It's not, oh God, again it is Monday. This is called as Monday morning sickness. In the old Britain, they used to use horses for all the transport purposes. And Saturday, Sunday used to be holidays. So the horses used to be kept in the stable, and Monday when the horses have to begin walking, you all are yoga students, you know anatomy. So when we work a lot for the whole week and 2 days you don't work like the horses, then a lot of lactic acid is formed and accumulated in the muscles and the joints. That lactic acid is the cause of a very sweet pain. Exactly this is what is to happen to those horses. So when morning they have to start walking, they will be limping. And that was called as the Monday morning sickness. How will it go? Anyway, keep them running. Let them limp. After some time, the lactic acid is exhausted and they become normal. But for the horses, it is only Monday morning sickness. For us, every morning sickness. Begin your day in an inspired mode. You have won the game of life. Klaipyamasmagama partha. Then, the principle of working in this world was told. The principle was, we have no choice but to live in the present. So why not live happily? You cannot live yesterday, you cannot live tomorrow. You have no choice. After that was told, now the next step comes. The next step is, when we are functioning, what should be our attitude behind all our activities? If our attitude is, anyway I have to finish this job because they are paying me salaries. Those who work for salaries, they are laborers. Those who work with an inspired mode, they are the seekers. Very important. Salary anyway you will get it. That is not a big issue. The issue is how we have lived our day. That is important. Therefore, what should be the attitude behind the activities of our life? And attitude is determined by the vision that is present in front of us. What is the vision of our life? See? So when we are interacting with somebody, and if we do not know who is that somebody, we will behave in a rough way, casual way. And when you are talking to that person in a very casual and rough way, then suddenly somebody comes and salutes that simple looking man, and thereafter this person comes, hey, who is this person? You don't know. He is the Prime Minister. Prime Minister, immediately your attitude will change. As is the vision, so is the interaction. As is the interaction, so is the experience. As is the experience, so is the quality of your life. So where we have to begin? We have to begin from changing our vision. That is what our scriptures do. They give us a vision. Why it is required? Because we are all suffering from myopia. You know, this ophthalmologist, they also talk about myopia. And we also talk about myopia. And both of us are eye doctors. The ophthalmologist patient is EYE, eye. Our patient is eye.com. Both have the same problem. Those who have got myopia, they are not able to see the things as they are. And those who have got a strong eye, they are not ready to see the things as they are. See the difference? And therefore, to change this attitude, we have to change our vision. So what should be the attitude? In the 3rd chapter, Bhagavad gives this technique. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashi nirmamo bhutva yuddhasva vigata jvaraha. This is the attitude and the expression of that attitude through action. This is the yoga. So what is the meaning of this vision given by the teacher? Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa. Whatever you are doing, find out for whom you are doing it. Okay. Like an example. When a beggar comes and he is very nagging, insisting, doesn't leave you. So to get rid of that beggar, we take out our purse and find out the smallest coin. But if the coin is not there, we find out the dirtiest currency note. And that one gives. Sarkar. So something is parted, money is parted. But what was the attitude? And the second thing, when, this is just an example, when you come to me and decide to give me $1 million, example, don't worry. Are you suggesting something? No way. I don't want anything from you. So, you decide to give me $1 million, and when you give me by your own choice, you are happy, is it not? Now what is the difference? Difference is, to that beggar, you are not respecting him, but to me, you respect. Therefore, what should be our attitude? Our attitude must be respectful towards everyone. Never consider anybody as useless third class. No. There are 4 techniques by which we can learn to respect everyone in this world. 4 techniques. First technique. Respect somebody because somebody is elder in age. Doesn't matter who is he or she. Somebody is elder deserves respect. In many cultured families, those who are not rich by wrong means, but those who are khandani, generations together, they were leading their life in affluence and culture. One example I can give you. Now they are not there. In the house of the this Sarla Birlaji, sometime I used to go in Calcutta and have some time with them. I was so surprised to see, although they were so rich, but no servant will be called by a singular name. Hey, idhar aaya. No. They will be respected even by the children. See? Pandurang uncle, humko pani le aao. Why? Because the parents tell, see, he is elder than you. How simple it is. So we have to find out an excuse. Like we find out an excuse to hurt others. So find an excuse. Why I should respect somebody? Somebody is elder than me. It is enough qualification. This is called as Shudra Buddhi. Shudra Buddhi means those who are living exclusively at a body level and they do not want to get out of it. All the time body, body, body. First. Second thing is, somebody is richer than us. We should not worry how the money has come to him. You are not a finance minister or accounts officer. See? But normally what happens? Somebody is rich, we know, malum hai kaisa paisa banaya. What business you have got? Think, friends. Because of that, our mind gets spoiled. When you disrespect somebody, our mind gets spoiled. Somebody is rich, when the Lakshmi has gone to him, why we should worry? Second excuse. The third excuse. About this I will tell you how we are jealous of somebody's riches. This happened in Bombay only. In the sports club, there was somebody's marriage. And in that marriage, the marriage was conducted in the air. One aeroplane was hired and all the stars, Bollywood stars, they are good for nothing. They all were called. You can pay them and make them do anything. They are worse than the laborers. So, they were called and they were asked to serve water and give the plate and lift the plate. Money can purchase it. So, that was done in the aeroplane and the person who was with me, he said, Swamiji, see how much money these people are spending for the marriage of their daughter. And we don't know how long that marriage is going to last. Why such dirty thoughts? Then I asked him, is he spending money from your pocket? No. Why you are acting as account officer? We must not have that jealousy feeling about anybody. 2. Respect, we will be benefited. Number 3. Somebody is powerful than us. And therefore, he deserves respect. Powerful in any way. Like our politicians. They are definitely powerful than us. Can we stand and receive all abuses, eat lot of money and be shameless? It's a great quality, try. If somebody tells you, you are a thief, immediately you become angry. The whole world tells them, see, everybody knows, I also know. Relax. Learn something from them. So, they deserve respect. And the most important, those who are wise people, Jnana Vruddha, they deserve respect. So 4 categories. Shudra, somebody elder than us in body. Then Vaishya, somebody is richer than us in wealth. Kshatriya, somebody is more powerful than us. And the 4th is the Brahmana, who is wiser than us. These are the 4 categories of people in this world. When we categorize anything, it is a scientific approach of studying. See, friends, like let us take animal kingdom. Now, how you will study animal kingdom? So many of them. Then what they have done? They have classified vertebrates, invertebrates. Among the vertebrates, again, mammals, then avians, then amphibians, marine. They are vertebrates. Non-vertebrates. Now, when this way the animal kingdom is classified, does it mean that somebody is condemned and somebody is appreciated? When we say the earthworms do not have the backbone, they don't have the spine, they are not having vertebrae, therefore they are bad, it is never meant. It is just a description for the purpose of studies. In the same manner, human beings are classified in these 4. See? And all of them deserve respect. Now, next step. How we change our attitude, that will change our whole life. This happened once, many years before. We were going to Badrinath, and halfway there is a place called as Rudraprayag. And we were having 2 bus loads of people. And it so happened that we just had a break there, and I was standing comfortably. It was a bright day, good sun, very cold. So somebody gave me a cup of tea. I took a cup of tea and drank it. And in India, you know, whenever they see a Mahatma, they will come and do namaskar. They respect. They don't ask, are you real spiritual? They do, because they respect. So, one person, second person, the whole line. Then there was one doctor with me. She was the head of the department of radiology from Delhi University. She said, Swamiji, so many unknown people are coming and doing namaskar to you. How do you feel? I gave my cup of tea. I said, Mama, hold it. The next lady who was going to do, I said, stop. I said, she is my mother. And I did namaskar to her. Then I told, if you do namaskar to me, you get 1 kilogram of merit. But if you do namaskar to my mother, you get 1 quintal. Now decide. Immediately, the line deflected. Everywhere business. Then I took my cup of tea and went somewhere, enjoyed my tea. And she was nailed. Now she can't move, one after another coming. And when our time of departure came, she was running after me and I was hiding. Finally she caught hold of me. Swamiji, you are nasty. Why did you do like that? I said, Mama, I have answered your question. What question? I said, you asked me, when unknown people come and do namaskar, how do you feel? Fila? Recognize this principle of life. When we respect somebody, somebody is not benefited. The person who extends the reflect and reverence, he is benefited. This attitude change will change our interaction with the world. Think, friends, you think ill, bad about somebody and then try to interact with that person. You can never be happy. This attitude change is indicated in this verse from 3rd chapter. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya dhyatma chetasa. Whatever you are doing, physically, emotionally, intellectually, whatever you are doing, do it for something higher in life. We have to seek something higher in life. Then only the best will come out of us. See, this example also I quoted. This happened in Ahmedabad. One young boy was in mid-20s. After my talk was over, he started climbing the steps. Swamiji, I got a question. I said, get down first. Let me get down. And with a helmet in his hand like a baby. And he started straight away. What is wrong if I run after girls? I said, nothing wrong. Run. Do you want a company? I am free. One should give help to everybody. He said, no, I am running after girls. I said, then what is wrong? This is the age. You will not run after buffaloes. He got nonplus. He expected, normally Babaji is like us, what they will talk. No beta, you should not run after girls. You should run after railway engines. See, the other day, recently, one girl, she asked me something. I said, hey, you take up that which will give you a lot of money. Swamiji, you are a Swami and you are telling me like this. I said, I am practical. I don't get carried away by all dumb things. Save. Why save money? Spend money. See? But we go the wrong way. So, when this type of thinking comes, that we are here to celebrate life, not calibrate. So you have to be happy. And you are happy whenever you are in a respectful mode. A frustrated, depressed, dejected person can never be happy in life. See? So, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya dhyatma chetasa. Everything has to be offered to something higher in life. So to that boy I told, I said, look here, this is not your question that you want to run after girls. Your question is different, you don't know your problem. Your problem is, when you want to study, your mind runs here and there. You are unable to focus. That is your question, is it not? Yes, that is. You don't know even your own problem. See? Then I told him, look here, when you seek something higher, lower things will automatically drop from your life. Take an example. Today I met somebody and that girl was pretty fat and I met her after about 1 year. And she is reduced so much. When I saw her, hey, come on, are you the same? How could you reduce so much? She must have lost more than about 18-20 kilos in 1 year. And cheerful and happy. Not disgusted and emaciated. No. I said, what is the secret? He said, Swamiji, I am doing this thing. I said, but you are very much interested in eating this thing, that thing. Yes, now also I am interested, but I had decided. When I was in the train, one lady looked at me and commented, Airavat aa gaya. You know Airavat? It is the elephant of Indra. But she is very fair. Airavat is a white elephant. That's what they say, difficult to maintain a white elephant. She said, that day it clicked me. That, come on, I am that. And then I decided, now I have to lose. See friends, When, be attentive, when you are too fat and you come to realize that really I am abnormally fat and people are laughing at me, then you have to get back to your figure. Once you have taken this goal, all the lower things of eating and enjoying drops. Be attentive. Exactly the same way. When we come to discover we all suffer because of our fat ego, drop that ego and be happy. And how can we do that? When you respect and revere somebody, you have seen something higher in that place, in that person. We go to so many temples. And after going to the temples, what is there in the temple? Nothing but some stone idols. And then the local person there, you know, this temple, it was constructed 700 years before, and there was such a Mahatma, and he had installed this particular idol, and he used to do the puja, and he had the vision of the Lord here only. So slowly, these stories build respect and reverence in our heart towards that stone, which we now don't call it as a stone, we call it as an altar of reverence. Don't we do this? See, my friends, therefore the basic principle of life is this: respect and revere everything and being. And how can I respect somebody? The 4 techniques I told you. Now, the substratum of all the techniques. See something higher in everything and being. And that highest altar, you can name it the way you like. Call it God, call it a goal, call it self-realization, call it Bhagwan, call it Krishna, doesn't matter. And once you start with that, your mind will stop reacting with the world. Normally, we react with the world. Reaction is a default settings. We have to arrest that habitual way of interacting with the world. Now, how seeing something divine in everybody, like we suspect everybody. Why not suspect divinity in everybody? Suspicion we all have, sufficient. So apply that suspicion ability to suspect divinity in everything and being. Try. I tried it once. I'll tell you an experience. I was traveling from Allahabad to Howrah many years before. And in Allahabad, they gave me a railway ticket. Those days, those tickets were not paper one, they were the hardboard tickets. 10 years before. So I was given, I didn't check it also, and when we reached the station, the train had just started moving. So I just put my suitcase there and got into the train. After some time, the TT came. I said, sir, where is my seat? He saw. Get down. You have no reservation. Go in the general compartment. He started telling very rude way in Hindi. UP means Ulta Pradesh. So, get down next station. And he went. Next station came, I didn't get down. And again he came. And again he started talking to me very rudely. Then I said, now how to tackle with this man? Then I started talking to him in English. I told, sir, I have to be in Howrah tomorrow morning. I got a program there. I have no choice. I agree. I don't have proper ticket. But I won't disturb any passenger. I'll just sit down over here. Please allow me. He, being from UP, never understands English. And therefore, he could not reply. And they said, "Take." That day I realized, Angreji Maiya ki jai. What could not be achieved through Hindi was achieved through English. and the train continued. And there was one person, all the three-tier compartment, everybody was sick, but one person, he was not sleeping and he was very highly liquid spiritualist. Properly he opened his bottle and started drinking, and I was sitting near the toilet area. He said, "How long will you sit here?" I said, "Till Howrah." "No, no, you cannot sit." So I stood. I said, "Oh, girl, stand." "Now how can you stand?" I said, "Then what do I do?" "Come and sit here." He made me sit on a nice seat next to him. And he started his sadhana. See? Like you got pranayam, he has got a liquid yam. He started. After few things have gone inside, then his level started increasing. And he was a little bit shaky. And lullaby of the train. So I said, "Wait a minute, I'll help you." And then I took his bottle, put in the glass, and all other people looking at me, "Oh, Babaji looks like that only." So after I gave him and he drank, and slowly he slept. His head toward the window and his charan kamal were in my god kamal. His feet were in my lap. And continued. After 8 hours or so, the liquid spirituality started working. He got up to go to bathroom. He came from bathroom and asked me, "Now, no, you can't sit whole night like that." I kept quiet. "Now, you sleep. I'll sit down." And he made me sleep, and I kept my head in his lap and slept. When we went and reached the Howrah station, when I got down, so many people came to receive me with the garlands and all Indian tradition and doing namaskar, chamatkar. He said, "Wow, you are a big man." I said, "No, those who give respect, they are bigger than those who receive respect." It's the principle of life. He said, "I want to give you something." And those days, no 500 rupees note, 100 rupees. He took out a big bundle and gave me. I said, "I don't need it." He said, "No, I want to give." I said, "You may want to give, but I don't take it. I don't need it." He said, "Do you know why I want to give?" I said, "I don't want to know, because I don't want the money." He said, "You have not told me even once, don't drink. On the contrary, you helped me. You did not disrespect me. You did not condemn me. You did not look at me in a disgusting way. You are the first person in my life who has not made me feel low about myself. I want to do something for you." I said, "That money you want to give, use it for the education of those children who don't fit in any category." Today in our country, the most miserable children are not those who are reservation category, not those who are having quota, not those who are extremely intelligent and getting scholarship, not those who are the children of rich people, but those middle class children who are neither intelligent, nor get any quota, nor able to get money, nor able to pay. They are the most miserable children of our country. I said, find out such few children and support them for their education. He said, "I tell you what, from today onwards, I stopped drinking. And all the money that I have been spending on this, I'll use it for that purpose." Now what was the secret? Secret was to condemn somebody, to disregard somebody. You don't require wisdom. See, my friends. And what is simple technique? Respect, revere everyone in this world. And for that, we have to see something higher. So what is higher? Destroy this one. Anybody who comes in my life is none other than my beloved Lord. Just give it a try. And He can come to us in any form. He can even come to us even as a problem. The day this attitude changes, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya, offering everything to me, adhyatma chetasa. See? By understanding and surrender. So when the attitude is changed, then next step, 3 things are told. Nirashi nirmamo bhutva yuddhasva vigata jvara. I am telling you Gita from yoga from Gita. So when we are functioning in this world, how should we function and how do we function? There was one student, and it so happened that when his examination came, he happened to get some fever, loose motions, high temperature, admitted in the ICU, and he could not do his examination. So, examination gone. And now next time 6 months, no choice. Otherwise he is perfectly alright. Again second time, when the examination came, the same symptoms. And he could not appear for the examination. Second time it has gone. And the teachers knew he is a very good student, very well read, he knows everything. But the earlier failure, the moment the examination comes, he was reminded of earlier wrong things, earlier failures. And that was giving such an impact on his mind that when the same situation comes, he was again influenced by the earlier failures. Nirmamo bhutva means be attentive. Don't carry the burden of your past failures and regrets in your life. Mamata is nothing but possessions. We all possess memories. Memories belong to past. And there is none in this world in whose house, in whose life, something good or bad has not happened knowingly or unknowingly. There is nobody. But what happens? Something somewhere, we get so much influenced by the past, and the result, our present is totally destroyed. See friends, it is extremely necessary. Nirmamo bhutva. And what really troubles is in the present is both the things. The past wrong deeds and past achievements. When the past wrong deeds influence us in the present, we lose inspiration. No, I can't do. I tried it earlier. I am born to be a failure. I can't do it. Today only somebody called me and spoke. Such and such person, he is very intelligent. He did research in USA or somewhere or UK, and his all findings were stolen away by his own guide or student and published the papers, and this fellow is now blank. He is not given anything. So he came back to India, and then he applied to go to US, the other country. There also something happened and he could not get the admission, and then he said, I am born to be a failure, and went into depression. Drop the past, start afresh. Bhagavad Gita very clearly tells in the 4th chapter, Api chedasi papebhya sarvebhya papakruttamaha sarvam jnanam plavenaiva vrijinam santarishyasi. You might have committed the worst kind of crimes in your past. Never mind. Now, take refuge to this path. Sarvam jnana plavenaiva. By the boat of knowledge, You will go beyond all the sins that have happened through you. And what is that knowledge? That knowledge is all that has happened was in the past. Now begin your day from now onwards afresh. But we are not wanting to drop our past. There was one elderly person. He happened to meet me somewhere in Kerala. And he was in some ashram. So when I went there for my talks, he came, he said, Swamiji, I want to talk to you personally. I said, I don't talk to anybody personally anywhere. You have to talk here right now. No separate audience, no separate meetings, and nobody allowed to come to my house. Do you know why? When I go to somebody's house, if I get bored, I can walk away. If somebody comes to my house, where will I go? And I can't push. So the best way is protect yourself. So he was very much after. I said, sorry, I will not. But he was a pakka. What he did, he wrote 3-4 pages. And next day, after the satsang, he gave me and held my feet. Swamiji, you give me a word that you will read it. I know you can tear it and throw away. I never read any email which is more than 4-5 lines. They write the whole thesis. And he took word from me and then only he left my feet. I said, okay, I'll read it. So I had to read it. And what was written? Swamiji, I am married 4 times but never told any wife. And I had children from every wife but never told anybody. I have cheated everybody. And one day it was known to one wife. So she divorced me. And the second wife, third wife. And today I am 4 times divorced from 4 wives. Now nobody wants me. My children hate me. What should I do? I say, get married 5th time. Now he is not able to drop it. Only way you can do out the past is select, shift, delete. You can do nothing about it. You cannot undo your past. The only thing is, don't repeat it again and again. Now be attentive. If we want to undo our past, what can be done? It's a very simple technique. Try. Whenever we learn from any of our experience, that experience does not leave an impression on our mind. Take anything. And that event, that experience from which we have learned, it is never a failure because you have learned. See how important it is. Now take an example, the fire. During childhood, sometime or the other we have touched the fire, we got burned. So, we have learned, fire burns. And therefore, we do not hate fires. Because we have learned. Exactly the same way, when you deal with the world, or we have dealt with in the past, if we have learned, we will come to know how to deal with whom, so that your peace of mind remains and you are not disturbed. Like we have learned that fire burns, so we have now decided how to deal with the fire. The same burning ability of the fire is now encashed to our benefit by properly, intelligently interacting with the fire. Exactly the same way with the world, with the people. When you know somebody is of this particular type, the way you have to decide, you cannot change anybody, you have to change yourself. And the change is, how do you interact with such a person? With that learning, if you grow, your mind will not create any impressions on your mind. See friends, not creating impressions on our mind, in the words of Patanjali, It is called as Yogaha Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Don't allow the burden of past memories to be stored on your mind. And how this is done by us? Be attentive. This is done by us by repeating our past. This one technique I am telling you, with a guarantee I tell you, you will never do it. Because it is very simple. If I tell you something complicated, you will do it. See? Like in your yoga practices, when I used to be in Kdham, in Lonavala, in the morning I used to go for my Vedanta class for the students, and the yoga students there, they used to take that cloth and eating the cloth, what they call, I don't know. What is it called? Vastra dhoti. So they used to eat that. I used to tell them, come on, yaar, eat in the morning, eating kapada, eat jalebi, enjoy life. Therefore, all the time thinking and talking about the past. I am really surprised, how can somebody eat cloth? See? How can we eat cloth? Donkeys can eat newspaper. I can understand that. Maybe the buffaloes are eating the cloth, I don't know. So, we will be able to do that, and people do it. I am amazed. They are great. But if I tell you something, you will never do it. What is that? Don't talk about your past as memories. But if you have learned from your past interactions, then that is no more an event which has created a dent on your mind. Because you have learned. Friends, the yoga of Bhagavad Gita is, life is a continuous process of learning. Never stop learning in life. And when we keep learning, what happens? We never become a guru. Anybody who becomes a guru, he closes all the doors and windows of wisdom, and they don't come to us. I know everything. No, learn. In this manner, when we stop talking about our past, be attentive. Exactly what happens? If you understand this principle, you will automatically stop talking about your past. The principle is, past belongs to the body, not to us. In the past, I was there. In the present, I am there. But in the past, that child body or the teenage body, now the child or teenage body is not there. But I am the same. So when we talk about our past, unknowingly we keep our identification with the body intact. You were never a child. The body was a child. You were never a teenager. The body was a teenager. You were never born. The body was born. But when we all the time talk about our past, unknowingly this happens. Our body identification is kept intact. And all the problems of life begin after body identification. See the identity crisis, Arjuna's problem. His problem was, how can I kill my guru? How can I kill my teacher? How can I kill my brother? Now where are they when we are in deep sleep? In deep sleep we are not identified with the body. Therefore, we are neither the mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. But we are still there. Meaning what? Our existence is independent of the body. Whether you want or you don't want, this is the truth. See, my friends, therefore, the first principle to work dynamically according to the yoga of Bhagavad Gita is don't bring your past, learn from the past and drop it. In the Chidvilasa Siddhanta, it is called, the technical term is called Upaya. Upaya means what you call yoga. In that particular discipline is called Upaya. Upaya means, Upa means near. Aya Gatau, that which brings us near to ourselves. Yoga also means the same thing. What brings near to us? Upaya. Like we were brought here near the Kdham by a car. So car is a Upaya. After we are reached, we drop it. Then we came here with our shoes. Then, if it is a temple, we drop our shoes, we enter without the shoes. And be attentive. Now, when we came here as a student, so we must drop everything else. I am mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, rich, poor, everything we drop. And now, only one identity. At this moment, I am none other than the student or the teacher. Then your total past gone. But we again and again drag our past in the present. That is the reason why old people are not acceptable in the youngsters. Old people have no future, so they will be all the time talking about their past. When we were children, who cares? Basic principle, nobody is interested in our past. People are concerned about their future, but we have no future. So we talk only about past. Give it a try. You will get freedom from both the past and the ego. Ego is nothing but carrying the burden of our total past, possessions, relations and experiences. See, my friends, otherwise the same thing. I was born there, I did this thing, you were not born man, it is the body that was born. But this must be the understanding. But when you are dealing yourself with the world, you have to talk normal language. Don't talk Vedantic language. You go for an interview. What is your date of birth? Who is born? See? In different countries, when you go, from names we can understand in India. Suppose somebody's name is Rita. We know Rita means a girl. We know that. But you go to China, Japan, Korea, then Indonesia, all these countries. From the names you do not know whether male or female. So they will ask you, what is your gender? When there is no body, where is the gender? There is a le jao pagal. So when we are conducting the business of our day-to-day life, talk a normal language. But in the heart of our heart, we must know that this is a role that we are playing, but in fact, we have no problem about our past. Nirmamo bhutva. Then the second principle Bhagavan told, Nirashi bhutva. Asha, hope, is always with reference to the future. I hope things go well. I hope. The net result is you refuse to remain in the present. See, friends, Whenever you are worried about the future, you cannot bring out yourself 100%. See? So what is now the condition of our personality? Our personality is try forget it. Something goes in the past, something in the future, and as a result, in the present also we are excited. Three things. The past is the biggest burden. The second one is the future worries. You see many people talking, I don't know what is going to happen. If you don't know, relax. If you know, be prepared. Where is the place for worrying? See friends, who are those people who worry, who have nothing to do and they are very comfortable in their life, they only worry. When you are busy with your problems of life, you have no time to worry. See, in one house I went, old lady, a very nice, good family, and her problem was only this. So her children told me, children means also grown up. Swami, please tell mummy, they are worrying too much. How to tell, she doesn't understand. So I went and said, Mama, there is a complaint lodged against you. You are unnecessarily worrying about everyone. Why do you worry? She scolded me. If I don't worry, then what do I do? This is the only thing I can do. I said, keep worrying. Then I came to her children. They are grown up grandfathers. I said, now your mother is worrying. Okay. Why do you worry? About her worry. Let her worry. Don't take it seriously. So, nirmamo bhutva, nirashi bhutva. What is due to happen is going to happen. You know what is a worry? Worry is the ability of our mind to imagine what even our enemy cannot think against us. Suppose somebody tells you that I am coming to your place at 8 o'clock. I am sure I will come, although there is traffic and too much of, some problems are there, some curfew, but I will come at 10 o'clock or 8 o'clock. And then that person is waiting 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30, 10. Now start thinking, I think these days accidents happen too much. Every accidents are happening. I am afraid whether a big truck has gone over him and his body is in pieces and everything, I don't know what is going to happen. And that very moment the bell rings, oh, you have come. What our enemy cannot think, our mind can project. This is called as worry. And this is a habit that we have given to our mind. These two things. Nirmamo bhutva, nirashi bhutva. Now the third thing. In the present, yuddhasva vigata jvaraha. So how do we remain in the present? In the present we have only one option. Remain inspired. Anything you perform under inspiration, you will never be a failure in life. And inspired performance is not repeated. Every time it is used, it is distinctly beautiful. It is not a Xerox copy. After the war was over, one day Arjuna asked Bhagwan Sri Krishna, Oh Lord, before the war you told me so many things and I was really very comfortable. I got all my doubts clear, but now again I have forgotten. Can you please tell me what you told that time? Bhagwan says, inspired performance is not repeated again. My friends, you are all inspiring me to talk. I may be talking on the same chapter of Gita 100 times, but every time it is different because it is not a mechanical vomiting of like undigested food. See, friends, in the present, we have to be inspired. And what is inspiration? Inspiration is when you are not carrying the burden of your past as well as the worries of the future. Then you are fully available in the present. But in the present also some problems come. What is that? When we become excited, be attentive. Inspiration uncontrolled is called as excitement. Like we go to so many houses for food. Those ammas, they get very much happy and they get very much excited, not inspired. Because they don't understand, okay, Swamiji has come, but remain cool. No, no. They become more and more. Oh. And what should not be done, they do that. Therefore, inspiration must be a guarded inspiration. When it is not guarded, it becomes excitement. And whenever you do anything in excitement, it goes the wrong way. In one house, when they gave me food, I finished and went. Then afterwards she called me, Swamiji, you didn't tell me, I'm so sorry. I said, what happened here? No, in the vegetable there was only salt and in the dal there was only mirchi. And I have forgotten, I'm so sorry. I said, don't worry, I have forgotten also what I have eaten. See, why this happened? Because you are excited. Yudyasva vigata jvaraha. These are the principles of how a yogi, according to Bhagavad Gita, function in this world. See, friends, all the problems of life are in the mind. If we can learn how to mind our mind, we have done a great favor to ourselves. These are very simple things, and the best part is, we all have the mind, we all can learn, we all can do experiments on ourselves and learn slowly. Then one day we will come to know where we are caught up. The day you know where you are caught up, you can give it up immediately. I tell you how the process of learning helps. You must have seen there are many teachers, Mahatmas, when they are having their satsang, if somebody comes little late, they become extremely angry. If somebody gets up halfway and goes away, they can't tolerate it. So, when I used to watch that, and that Mahatma will become angry, and as a result, whole atmosphere will be spoiled. So, I learned from that. And how we can learn? By a simple technique. We are here for our evolution or for improving the world. We are here for our evolution. We have not created this world. Don't worry about what will happen to the world. When you are not there, the world was better. Okay. Now the world is horrible because you have come. You get out. See, friends, the day this approach, attitude, everything is taken care of, you will see, you will remain dynamically busy in this world and yet at peace all the time. It's so simple. And such an inspired person is never tired. If you have read the history, during the earlier days, Shivaji Maharaj time, they used to ride the horse and run for 30-40 miles, climb the forts, and after that much of running and struggling, they used to fight the war. Where from that strength comes? They were not taking the organic food. They were inspired. And we now go to the work in the office. The moment we go to the work, Ramu, a cup chai le aana. You have done nothing. And you want a cup of tea. For what? See? Because there is no inspiration. We are dragging through our life. And then we say, Bhagavad Gita is very difficult. It is not difficult, you are difficult. Bhagavad Gita is very simple. See friends, in this manner, we have to change our attitude, then drop your past, good or bad. Be fresh in the present. That is why any institution where old retired people are employed, after their retirement, that institution cannot progress. Because whatever they were doing before retirement, the same dumb thing they bring and dump over here. On the contrary, give youngsters that opportunity, challenges, and how beautifully it goes. G.D. Birla, one of the top men of our country, he in his one of the talks in Bits Pilani, I used to go for talks. So there he had mentioned, when he used to go to the institutions, right from the first year onwards, he will be just moving casually and find out a genius few students and keep an eye on them. And when they are fresh out of their graduation, he is to give them full freedom to start a new project. And see the empire that he has built. And thereafter, if somebody fails, he never is to blame that boy. He said, my judgment was wrong. What we do? We blame others. See friends, it is so important. Then only the best can come out of us. In the software faculties, it is said, at the age of 35, a person is burnt out. He cannot think. He cannot create great. He is busy only with the same old stuff. Because the intelligence has become rusted. And you see the great masters, they are same inspired throughout their life. Where from that comes? Because they are no more living in the past or the future, but they are inspired every moment. This inspired existence is the yoga of Bhagavad Gita. And we all have the choice to accept it and celebrate life, or keep on complaining about life. The world is too much, it is so difficult, children don't listen to us, government is going very bad, what should I do? Commit suicide. I tried that, I bought the poison, that was also contaminated, it was not good. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.